Hey now, ladies and gentlemen, hour number 3 of the Line Talk 99.5, talk995.com, and on YouTube. That's right, we're on the YouTube, Real Talk 99.5 TV. If you want to join us there, and if there's ever been an hour you want to join us on the Real Talk 99.5 TV channel, it's right now because we have the one and only David Lineham in studio.
Yeah. The guy that has a voice for radio, a face for radio, is now forced to have a
and unfortunately, because this is such a new gimmick, as you see, like we've got some other show's logo up in the right corner.
Yeah.
So it says Dixon and Vining, which is not our show. We're the Line.
Well-greased machine up here at 99.5.
I think what happened is they really wanted to work out all of the bugs as far as getting this running like a well-oiled machine, but I kept asking them, like, when are we going to go live on YouTube? And they're like, F it, just do it.
Well, you could say some wild stuff, actually, and it will just go back on them. The blowback will be on Dixon.
That's right. That's exactly right. But, yeah, so it's end of the year, last show of the year, and we're like, we want to BS our way through this show. What better way to BS through a show than to bring in the David Lineham?
That's right. Thank you so much for having me in here today. I've wore my Lone Rangers shirt, my landscaping company. I lost a customer yesterday.
Oh no!
I wanted to tell you all about it. I was dictating into your phone as one does. I was like, hey, you're going to need a couple of yards of soil and probably a pallet and a half. And I stopped while I was doing it, and I look at my dog, and my dog is licking his junk. And I said, hey, buddy, why are we licking our beehole? And I forgot I had the dictation on. And so I looked down, and I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't ever send that. And I sent it.
Uh-oh.
And I sent it, so it read, hey, man, you're going to need about 2.5 yards of soil and I think a pallet and a half. And, hey, buddy, why are we licking our beehole?
Well, this David guy, I'm going to fire him.
So
this
immediately,
is terrible.
Immediately I'm thinking, oh, my God, I've got to edit or unsend. Of course, dude has a droid. Of course he does. And I can't unsend it. And then I start thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? For some reason, I go, because the worst response you could get is what I got. And it was, I beg your pardon.
Oh, no.
I beg your pardon is the classy WTF.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And so I, for some reason, in a state of panic, blame my 14-year-old innocent son and say that he, you know how teenagers are. He grabbed my phone while I was gone.
He was doing my business for me.
Yeah. Well, and I said, for now I've drunk my son into this web of lies that I've created for this customer. Anyway.
Well, it's his fault for not having an iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so do you want a customer that has an Android?
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. And for not having a sense of humor. You don't need people like that in your life.
Well, he didn't respond to me blaming my son, so I guess I lost a customer over that. And then, of course, a few hours later, I was like, "What do I have to lose?" So I said, "For real though, why are we looking at beehole?" He said
it again.
Yeah, you might as well. You already lost the customer. They're not doing business with you. But that's the kind of operation we run over at Lone Rangers. Everybody, have us come out and take care of your yard and clean, spruce it up. So
we really have to do something about the Android people, and I don't know if it's going to take some sort of rule or law to be put in place that all phones have to have the ability to edit or delete or unsend. But it's not, I haven't had anything that drastic, but I've had things where I was like, I wish I could fix that spelling or, wish I could redo that text.
Yeah, you cannot mention switching to an Apple product. You enrage Droid users. There's people right now crashing their car in traffic going, oh, if I see him in public, I'm going to strangle him. Don't suggest I'm not using the Apple garbage. And I was like, I get it. I just don't even, I just want to tell you to save you years off your life, don't try and approach a Droid user and talk them into switching to Apple. And matter of fact, if your post isn't getting engagement, just at the end of it, go and edit it and put Apple or Droid, guys. I'm trying to decide and just watch them duke it out, buddy. They fight like cats and dogs. Man.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do Droid users have the ability to edit their text between each other? or do you know?
I don't know. Is there anybody poor in this radio station?
I don't
that we
know
could
two
ask?
people that have Androids to text each other.
We
so.
sound like snobs up in this
I mean-
place. I mean, I wouldn't be caught dead asking somebody at the country club if they have a
There's
droid.
nothing worse. There's nothing worse than having a text chain and it pops up green, and you're like, "Who doesn't have an
buddy.
iPhone in this text chain?"
Right.
Now I do.
Which
know,
one are you guys?
Yeah, I do know comics that we've kicked out of text threads, and they just don't get to know what's being said. Behind
Yeah.
their
Well,
back.
that's what they get.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, if you don't have to switch, feel free to be the guy that's not included on any of our threads. That's fine.
Well.
Free country. Pick your green text and find somebody else that y'all can be like, man, they're all losers.
I'm trying to think about the people in this station, and Carrie's got an iPhone. Val, Dixon both have iPhones. Steve West, who produces the morning show, does not have an iPhone. He's an Android guy.
Are you serious?
I think so. And AJ's got an iPhone. I think Steve's the only one.
2025.
Oh my!
Nobody judge you for the color of your skin. Now they judge you for the color of your text.
God. Rightfully
your
so.
bubble,
Right?
I mean,
That's the new thing.
I didn't know that about Steve. I look at him a whole different way now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got a droid, you're drinking from a different water fountain than the rest of
I mean,
us.
I just wished him Happy New Year because I thought he had an iPhone.
Maybe the 2025 Martin Luther King is saying that,
Yeah.
people shouldn't be judged by the color of their bubble, but by the content of their character.
They did change something recently on the green bubble where you can like see that they've read it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
SMS messages. But I think you can send messages in and not compress the video now. But I could be wrong on that.
They have, I think with the iPhone, there's an iCloud thing they do where you don't have to chop up long videos. But as far as the read thing, like being able to see when Android users read your message,
Yeah.
I think that's very helpful. I personally don't want people knowing when I read their messages. I've got mine cut off for iPhone users or whatever.
That sounds appealing, but I don't know how to do it. So. I hate to be a boomer, but I have no idea how to turn that
No,
off.
I don't. I think yours is off. Let me look at that text.
Nah.
here. I think so.
I wouldn't ever cut it off. It must default to off.
Oh no, yeah, your show's red.
Yeah, I
okay.
send receipts.
I need no one knowing when I read their message, because when that happens, they fully expect you to respond. Once it says read, you got to respond, or they're going to be like, "What's this dude's problem?"
You're the one with a microphone and 100,000 watts. Why are you worried about that?
Just 'cause I don't know, some people I don't want to talk to. It's just too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Well, hey, what's y'all's New Year's resolutions? You already covered this?
Yeah, but we can do it again.
No,
Gary,
I think one of them ought to be getting better lighting in here if you're going to be videoing guys like me that are almost 50 years old. If you could just really
That's a
work
good
on
one.
that.
we do look a little, and we pointed this out. We do look a little sick. We look a little pale.
I'll tell you what this looks like, this video, and I'm watching it right now. If you can get on YouTube, you can see it. It looks like we're in an interrogation room, and they're trying to work me over to confess and snitch on somebody by giving me a Big Mac. That's the kind of footage it looks like.
But look how much of that big forehead is right there in the camera. That's
Guys,
like,
we're selling advertisement on this. In the new year, I'm going to have this 5-head. Put your business logo up here if you want it seen by everybody.
it's a lot bigger on that camera than it is, I feel like, in real life. Maybe I'm just used to it, but on camera, it looks a lot bigger.
It looks like y'all decided to do this morning, and you're like, you know what? Just throw a couple GoPros in there. Don't worry about angles, lighting, none of that stuff. Just
That's not a stretch, really.
are you in charge of this, Gary?
Oh no! If I was in charge, it'd be nice. We'd have a plastic bag covering the light.
Yeah. Everybody's terrified to get something nice. They're afraid it might cut into their pay that they're getting at this station.
Yeah,
To
that's the way
me,
radio
the
works.
worse people look in there, the better I'm going to look in here. So I hope it's terrible.
Luckily, there's not one on Carrie. He always is. Dapper
No, look,
and
show him. Look how good he looks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you are in there.
So,
Oh yeah, you do look cool. You look like a DJ at a club.
Even though he's only halfway in the frame. Steve, you can center that up a little bit.
You're Mr. OCD over here. Just ignore him, please. You're gonna have to keep your sanity. He wants everything centered.
I need the
And heaven
angle right.
forbid you stand up.
I know. Yeah, stand up. Let's see what that looks like.
the frame's not going to be big enough.
Well, I'm not asking you to.
Carrie lives on a road in Leeds that makes me want to punch people. He has bikers everywhere on his road. And if y'all know that road, if you drive through Leeds, you know that road.
Mm-hmm.
They all choose to drive or ride their bikes on one of the most Are you a biker before I get into this, Carrie? Because I can tell you.
Absolutely not.
This is
Okay.
Old Leeds Road, right? You're
Oh,
talking about.
absolutely it is. And man, I'm telling you, nothing makes me more mad that they won't widen the road for them. We just have to sit behind them and
We own the road too, buddy.
Yeah, yeah.
I had one flip me off the other day, and I wasn't even doing anything. I was just behind him, and he like flips me off. I'm like,
He just knew who you were.
I
That's Andrew McLean.
I was like, what a jerk.
Buddy, nothing would feel better than to just go, beep, 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 just kind of tap the back of his tires and let you know.
Yeah, because
who
all you
you're
have to do is
messing with.
barely hit that back tire, and he's gonna crash
Right.
out. You know, that'd be it. What about shows you got coming up? We were
Oh,
talking about
buddy,
that.
I've got some Birmingham shows January 10th at Trim Tab, and I've got January 14th at True Story. I'm doing a little hosting.
What is True Story? Where's
True
that?
Story Brewing. It's right over there by the filling station in Crestwood. I'm featuring for Carson Taylor on the 14th, and on the 10th. Excuse me, I'm featuring for him. That means I'm doing like 20 minutes, guys.
That's pretty
20
good.
minutes.
That's big.
Of, I'm trying to avoid being a storyteller, but everybody tells me to lean into being a storyteller, because when I'm funniest is when I'm hanging out in a bar with Carrie at 3 a.m. I'm just kidding. He doesn't hang out in bars anymore.
Well, I just think it's amazing that I always thought to be a comedian you had to be funny.
Right.
But apparently,
Okay. Well, can you kill his
be a
life from here?
comedian.
All right. That's enough.
That's enough of you,
All right,
Gary.
dude. Relax, dude. I can't believe as brave as I am to take the stage and do comedy, you're going to.
Hey, I've been to see you 3 times, man.
Yeah.
I supported you.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has.
he
I
does.
supported you like it had to end at
I
some
was
point.
like, he's
I
gonna be
did.
next time. Next time he's gonna be funny. Yeah, I promise you.
He's done his
That's right.
duty. He's
Yeah.
done his
I
duty.
don't know why it took you this long to do it.
But yeah, I think the storytelling is one of your strong suits.
The thing is, nobody that comes to see me knows about that former life of mine.
Yeah, you got so many different stories from your past. I mean, every time we bring you on the podcast, you've got a new story that we haven't even heard of.
Yeah.
And I think it's definitely good content on the podcast. It'd be good content on stage.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's the key, figuring out how to translate it to the stage.
it makes me nervous. I
Oh,
can't
buddy.
handle it.
A guy that talks to hundreds of thousands of people every day gets nervous in front of 12 when
That's
he has
right.
to face them.
That's right. By the way, you were talking about the time I was at Velma's. Can we just clarify? And I meant to do this on the show because I like the owners over at Velma's.
They're
With
great.
the shooting that happened the other day, it didn't even happen at Velma's, did it?
No, it
but the
didn't.
media was reporting it did.
No, it was some domestic fight between two people in the parking lot next to it. But, people will report what they want to report.
Yeah.
And people have accused them of trying to clear their name more than being concerned about the person that got shot. The person that got shot was a regular of theirs that they loved dearly.
Right.
And they even posted about that. But, we've all been in Velma's plenty of times to know that's not a dangerous place. It's
No.
crazy. Some isolated love triangle stuff happened. But, man, that's what women can do to men. Women can bring down, no matter how big you are in this world, women can hold the keys to the palace.
Yeah. They're powerful. They're
What
very
is it?
powerful.
Richard Pryor said they got half the money and all the pee.
They do, man.
Yeah.
We've seen some real
Power.
tragedies.
Peace for power, y'all. Dude, quit being sick.
It's true. We've seen some real tragedies involving love triangles. I mean, Stephon Diggs of the Patriots just got arrested for, I think, what did he choke his girlfriend or
The
something?
chef,
Oh, is it chef?
supposedly, that's what she said, over money.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not a.
That's not. I
not
want,
a
I
love
want my
triangle.
eggs scrambled.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, we've seen those situations where women can just bring the whole castle down and
I just want to see if they're going to keep him from playing Sunday.
nah.
It's an allegation, but
Yeah.
they shouldn't. But
You choke a chef, whatever. It's the NFL,
No, the NFL players can dot an I and they'll still play on Sunday. I
Yeah.
think. That's the way Goodell runs that shit.
yeah.
Until proven in court. And even then, he's not one guy that really bends to that. He's like, what's that got to do? The guy, he hits other players. Of course he's going to hit his wife. But that's CTE, man.
Yeah, he's riddled with CTE. What are you going to do? That's part of it.
It makes me nervous to think. I mean, thank God my son doesn't have a athletic bone in his body, but it would make me nervous for him to be playing football just because you see now in 2025 of what. And I say that I'm a hypocrite. I watch it all the time. Love watching football, but man, if it were my kid, oh my gosh. I guess if he was a NASCAR driver, any of that stuff that just looks so dangerous.
Did you think if he was more athletic, though, and he was the one running roughshod on the field, would you feel better about it?
If he was the one running what?
Running roughshod, like, he was the big guy on the field.
Taking shots at people.
Yeah,
I still think those dudes walk away with injuries.
they do, yeah.
that's why you teach him to kick, punt, and kick.
Yeah, be a kicker. You know,
Well,
you got one job. You don't even have to practice with the rest of the team. You just kick balls all day. You never get hit. You know.
Yeah. That's
Now, of course,
true.
if you miss the big kick during the game, then the entire city hates you. But you know,
Yeah.
if you could just emotionally prepare yourself for that, then you're fine.
Those bus rides back or flights back with it being a kicker that does nothing but kick balls all during training and just missing the game-winning kick. And then you just go out and try and hang out with the boys must be so tough.
It's gonna be awkward.
Hey, man, we're not getting you any shots, any drinks tonight.
Well,
You're
so
good,
listen, Tennessee lost last night, and it was because a kicker missed an important field goal towards the end of the game or halfway through the game. And by the time the game was over, he had already announced, I'm going into the transfer portal, because he knew Knoxville was not going to have it. Like that everybody hated his guts because you had one job. He had a 75%, kicking ratio. He had gotten 35 out of 45 throughout the year, which is pretty good. I mean, it's in the upper echelon of stats, but because you missed the most important ones, that was like the third or fourth time this season. He's like, I get it. You don't even have to say anything. I'm going to go ahead and leave. I'm going to see myself out of Knoxville.
That sucks, man. I feel bad for kickers. That's like bombing.
Yeah.
On your big moment, that's like bombing.
All right, let me hit this break. We'll come back on the other side. Lynham's going to hang out with us for the rest of the show or however long we can keep him.
Yeah, I need some recs on some stuff when we come back on the other side.
I like it. 205-545-9950 if you want to get in back after this. All right, so I got to get to the tax line, but first, we're on a mission to find a tap
That's what you call them, right?
for a kegger. Is that what
for
we're
a keg,
doing?
man. I'm 21 again. I'm having a keg at my house tonight.
Yeah, beer tap.
Yeah, beer. Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Okay. I just
I
need a
don't know.
tap. I mean, I've seen them before. They just lock on. They're very simple device.
Yeah.
And when I was 21, we would just rent them. Who was that band you were just playing?
Oleander.
Okay, I was thinking it was Dexter Freebish.
Probably the same band.
Oleander. Yes, probably the same people.
They all get mixed up. I remember after party, Dexter Freebish played in Birmingham one night, and we went over to Smokey's house.
Smokey.
And I thought it'd be funny to get on the roof, take off all my clothes,
Jump in the pool. Jump in the pool.
and jump in the pool naked, forgetting once you come up out of the pool naked,
You're naked.
your clothes are up on the roof. And you got to climb on a house that's got tons of security cameras, even back in 2005.
Man.
All over it.
Man.
It's Smokey's dad's house. By the way, now a customer of mine, shout out Nathan, but he, every time I go over there to do some work at his house, he's like, because one of our things is
Don't get
cleaning
naked.
off his roof. And he goes, hey, David, do me a favor. I got kids and grandchildren over here today. If you don't mind. I was like, what Smokey told him. He was out of town when that happened. He didn't have to tell him, but he ended up just to be funny, told his dad. Now every time I got to go up there and do work on his roof, he's like, hey,
Keep your clothes on.
Yeah, if you don't mind, we got
Keep it-
children
yeah.
right here. Don't jump in the pool. I don't need you cannonball naked into the room. But yeah, y'all hit the text line on that. I'm sorry, I've got ADHD, so I'm going to hop across topics. But yeah, I need a keg tap.
There used to be a place we would get our kegs from, and I thought they had taps. What's it called? Vulcan Beverage down here, like
Right
past
there on-
UAB
Yeah, it's on Green Springs.
on Green Springs. You familiar with that?
Yeah, that and Tootsie's. Remember
Yeah.
Tootsie's back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Is that still there? Is
Oh, they've
Tootsie's back?
moved, but I think they're somewhere.
'Cause they were on Green Springs as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's got. Well, listen, if anybody in the audience has got one, let us know. I'll get you in touch with David, and the guy needs to just borrow it for tonight.
Yeah, I'll just rent one. It's fine. I just don't know where to go.
Tootsie's, Vulcan. I guess we could call Vulcan if they're still a thing.
Alexa acts like she has no idea what I'm talking about.
Mm.
Alexa don't like to party like your boy. No, I'm kidding.
I felt honored though. You invited me to come to your party, and it was the first party that I've been invited to over at your place.
Yep.
Which is kind of a big deal for me. It's a milestone in my life.
I like to wait inside of 24 hours to throw an invite when I know you probably have other plans. That's what it felt like. To
Yeah.
me.
Well, yeah, you knew I was doing a podcast, but you're
No,
like,
I did.
hey,
I actually did not know you were doing a podcast. Thanks
Yeah.
for inviting me. Shout out.
we
No, I'm just kidding.
Do the podcast from the party.
we could do that.
I've got a studio down there.
Oh, well, I've got that fancy new camera stand that I could bring up there and just
I got a new
Pod from
camera. You're
there.
going to be jealous of it. It follows you around.
really.
This camera, yeah, you set it on a counter and it will follow you around. It's perfect for a guy that's crazy like you.
no, this new one that I've got does the same thing, but the only problem is you have to use the Phone Stands app where it gives you the camera and it'll follow you around.
Yeah.
So it's pretty dope.
I mean, he will in mid-show, Carrie. He will in mid-show. He'll be like, "Hey man, we got to fix this." Nobody's even noticing it. And he's like, "Hey man, before my brain pops and there's a mess in this room, I've
Oh.
got to get this."
I know that very well. He likes to do that.
The problem is my editing skills aren't that good, so I got to have everything perfect to be able to like pull clips on the backside, and it's just, plus I'm a basket case, and like you said, I'm OCD or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and it causes problems. So on the text line 205-545-9950, let us know where David Lynham can rent a tap for the big party tonight. Did you invite any celebrities?
No.
Any big wigs that are going to be there?
No.
Mm.
Just my mom. No. I'm kidding.
Just your mom in a reindeer sweater.
Dude, y'all check on your folks, by the way. My mom, the other day, I was on the phone with her. I was on the phone with my mom and another comic and on a conference call. And somebody beeps in and she lets them go and comes back. I go, "You can let us go, Mom. We're not talking about anything important." She goes, "No, I just told them I'd call them back. I was having a three-way with you and your friend."
Oh, Mom.
Mom, you can't say that.
Mom.
That's not the verbiage you can use.
Don't do that. We got to talk about her sweater as well, because you and her started duking it out on my Facebook feed the other day over this sweater. And I'm like, whoa, it wasn't supposed to be like that. We were complimenting it.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that when we get back. 205-545-9950. The Line Talk 99.5 with David Lynham, the famous David Lynham, right here on this New Year's Eve, the last show of 2025. Back after this. Y'all hang tight. Alabama Professional Services, APS. My guys at APS, who have been in business since 1977, not only service my house,
Mine too.
but David Lanham's too. I use that all the time in these ads, by the way. I mention you in your termite protection. They're good, man. Love what they do. Very professional. When they come to my house to spray for bugs, I don't even have to put the cats up. They just go around. George Floyd loves our bug guy, and the dogs love them, and everything else. And so it's
We got a
easy
lot of
peasy.
animals in the house too, and they're safe for
You don't have to put any animals up.
nothing. Birds too, very sensitive, and everything they spray is fine.
They're probably used to it. So what does your APS guy think when he comes in and sees this barnyard in your living room?
Why he probably wonders why we're not earning revenue off a petting zoo. First thing.
You need to do that.
Yeah.
You need to do that quick. But yeah, get in touch with him. 205-951-9717. 951-9717. Online, alabamaprofessional.com. Make sure you mention Andrew McClain when you talk to him and get yourself hooked up. So your mom was she went to this ugly or Christmas sweater gimmick at some bar.
No, my mom's a
hall.
bingo slut is the problem. My mom goes to bingo all around town. If you play bingo and you're listening to this, you already know my mom. I don't even have to describe her to you. But yeah, she showed up. They were giving prize money for crazy tacky sweater, and she got a fake boobs. Like, hold on, I gotta be careful here. She got pretend fake boobs and cut one of them off and cut a hole in her shirt and made the fake boob, dressed it up like a reindeer. But you can clearly, it looks like her boob's out of the sweater, right?
Right. It's like a hole where her boob is.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's hanging out.
And it looks like she decorated her real boob, but my mom's flat chested. I've got bigger boobs than my mom. So it looks real though. When you see her in person, you're like, oh my goodness, look at this old gal. She's getting wilding out on us.
Bingo.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Bingo with my tit out. I
And
like
of course,
it.
she's like, David, it's not important to me that I win. And then every single one she won. Of course, anytime you step into the room, everybody else starts hating because they're like, this piece of crap, she's going to win. This hussy's going to win. She won all of them. And then she's like, she insists that it's not a big deal, by the way. And it is a big deal. And if you're watching right now, Mother, we all know it's a big deal.
I feel like she showed up to one where nobody else was dressed up.
Oh yeah, and that happened on the first night. Nobody participated, and nothing. Because I didn't even think about this. I just thought it's going to be funny when she walks in. I wanted to strap a GoPro to her head so that you can see the reactions of people being like, "Oh my God, how horrifically tacky!" And she showed up at one, and I didn't even think about this, but nobody dressed up, and she just walked in looking like her boob was out. And man, when she told me that, I was like, that is the funniest thing you could have done. That's the best thing you could have done, is just walk into a library with children or something. That must have been what it felt like.
Well, I posted a clip of us talking about that on the podcast. And I guess your mom commented on there or something and said, I was not at the filling station. I was at yada, yada, yada. And you got on there. You're like, Mom, nobody cares.
That's not, location doesn't matter. The funny part is you walked in, nobody dressed up, and you had your boob out like you somebody. You know?
Well, at least she won. She win some good cash for that? Was it cash prizes?
No, she probably didn't even cover that. It took my wife probably 6 hours to make that whole get up. Just putting eyes on the boob,
and you won a couple extra
you
bingo
know what?
cards.
I took it for a spin. It felt like a real boob. I'll be honest with you.
Did you?
Yeah, I gave her a little honk before she walked out the door. I was like, "Come here, Mother. Let me see that. Roll Tide."
Come here, Mama. Let me feel that boob.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, it's been a while since I touched my mom's boobs. Since I was 1 year old.
Wow, that had to be exhilarating.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So normally what we do we do this every day, but we do it at 1:30. We do a segment called the Wheel of Segments. If you heard
I
of
have
this?
done it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've been here for it.
Yeah.
And so we do that. We spin the wheel, it lands on something or whatever, and we do 3 stories. And I thought what we should do today is, instead of doing that, let's go through some of the best Wheel of Segment stories from 2025. And there's a bunch of them, and I just grabbed a bunch of random ones that we've done over the year, and I figured we could go through a few of them in honor of,
Yeah.
2025 Wheel
It
of
feels
Fame.
like he just created work for Kerry to do is what it feels like he did.
Well, Carrie doesn't have to spin the wheel or anything like that. We'll just go through the stories dry. Is it okay, Carrie?
The best ones of the year?
Yeah.
It'll be a pretty short segment. Yeah, let's do it.
I thought they were good. I put a lot of work into that.
Yeah, man, he's don't let him dislocate his arm or shoulder by patting himself on the back over here.
I put a lot of work into these. All right, so let's do it. Let's start off with this headline says there could be a dead passenger on your next flight. It's a lot more common than you think. Now that would have been, what category would that have been, Carrie? Would have been it's a plane. We got a plane segment, so that's where that one landed. It says, supposing you board a plane more than a couple times a year, chances are good you've flown the friendly skies without a dead body for company. With the spooky scenario making headlines more than once already in 2025, most recently after a couple flying to Qatar Airways wound up sharing their row with a blanket-draped corpse for hours. Passengers couldn't help but wonder if they're the next to find themselves uncomfortably close to an abnormally quiet seatmate. They just get too fancy with these articles.
That's a lot of words to just say weekend at Bernie's the guy back to the country,
So apparently, what they're saying is if somebody dies on a plane, they just drape a sheet over them and,
Well, I mean, you can't flush them. I mean,
that's a good point.
But you know what? The suction on those commodes in a plane will have you thinking you might could.
If you just tell everybody, hey, buckle up, we're going to kick this door open real quick and close it right back, you can just, throw them out the door. I don't know that draping a cloth or a blanket over them. It says, well, it's not unusual for people to find their final destination before the plane lands. Experts say that out of the 50,000 bodies said to be transported by airplanes per year, most are riding snugly and securely in the cargo hold.
Right.
So that's where they put the dead bodies. It said each instance receives a great deal of media coverage. Medical professional speaking on behalf of the medevac service says death on board a commercial aircraft is actually quite rare, according to a 2021 study published by the American Journal of Emergency Medicine. There were 18.2 medical emergencies per million passengers flown in a given year and a mortality rate of just 0.21 per million, which I'm not good at numbers, so I don't know what that means.
Well, you saw that guy. He didn't die, but he passed out, and the plane landed itself recently. Did you see that? Yeah, it's the first time Garmin's technology they've had for, I don't know, maybe a decade. It's the first time it's ever gotten to work, and the guy got incapacitated, and the plane flew itself to the airport and landed by itself.
The pilot passed out?
Yes.
Wow.
It was a tiny plane, so there was no room for like a co-pilot, but it did work. It's crazy.
Well, you think with the way Teslas work and everything else, we should be pretty good with having a plane, especially in an emergency situation, getting itself on the ground.
Dude, I once flew back from Poland, and as soon as we touched down in New Jersey, about 12 police cars pulled up around the plane. I was like, ooh, somebody in trouble on this one.
Did I buy something I wasn't supposed to?
As it turns out, the president of Poland was on our flight.
What?
Now, I don't know if y'all have done your homework. Poland used to have an Air Force One for their president.
Yeah.
And somebody shot it down out of the sky. So instead of getting another one, they just put him on commercial flights randomly.
Secretly put him on there.
I was like, that's great to know. Somebody shot down our plane.
Did you sit next to him by chance?
No, I didn't even know it was happening. Do I look like a first-class guy to you, dude?
I mean,
come on,
you
man.
could be, yeah.
From Poland? Who's got that kind of cheddar, dude? That's crazy.
That's
Looking
true.
at some of the photos of dead people on planes, this guy right here, instead of putting a blanket on him, they just dressed him up, put some headphones on him, made him look like a standard passenger.
Dude, I did that when I would sneak out of my house as a kid. I would create a person in the bed and put my shoes and put the blanket. I would make it look like a person in the bed in case my mom open the door and look to see if I was in there. It's so stupid.
Yeah,
I did that. That's what it made me think of.
David fell asleep with his shoes on again. Look
Yeah,
at
I
that.
never sleep with my shoes on. Why did I do that?
I wanted
wrong?
to show you my new sweater.
Hey, speaking of opening doors mid-flight, a buddy of mine was on a private jet with Vince Neil from Motley Crue, the singer.
Yeah.
And this girl, some see you next Thursday was on the plane, and she wouldn't sleep with him, and he got mad and tried to open the door
Well,
in the plane and
Wow.
throw her out. He was like, "I've had enough." And they're like, they're all trying to. Hey, it won't open. There's no arm strength that will get that door open mid-flight. It's a pressurized cabin. She's gotta go. That's what he said.
Just like that.
She's gotta go. Can you imagine a girl not sleeping with you and you going, "That's it. You just gotta go. Dude. You
Yeah.
can't be on this flight. We can't land in Vegas with you in here. You gotta go."
That's good. Maybe he didn't want her to let the secret out that he had made some advances and the girl didn't comply. I mean, that could
Vince
be
Neil-
very embarrassing.
Listen to me, guys. Vince Neil is a piece of garbage.
Is
Hear
he?
me now, believe me later. He is for sure.
You've met him, I assume.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people that have worked with him and for him, and
Yeah.
just a real Ellen DeGeneres. You know what I'm saying?
Just a real lesbian, that guy is.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. What's the next story?
Next story, headline. I just set a Guinness World Record for this horrifying trick, but I just do it for laughs. Says William Martin Sanchez Lopez has nabbed a Guinness World Record due to his bizarre and revolting talent for popping his eyes out of his head like a cartoon character. You've seen this before. You've seen videos of people doing this. That is disgusting, if you ask me. He says the Uruguay native who lives in Italy can reportedly bug his peepers out a world record 0.74 inches beyond his sockets, according to the official measurements. This was more than enough to eclipse the old record of 0.71 inches held by some person from Brazil. So, sticking your eyeballs out of your sockets. If I ever caught somebody in public doing that to me, dude, don't do that. That's gross. That's gross.
I hit him with the old turning the eyelid over. I used to do that to gross girls out in school.
Look, do that again and lean into the camera. So
No,
people
they
watching
saw it.
YouTube, lean in there. That's so gross.
Is that a secret talent that I should be like? If I go for a job interview, I should be telling people I can flip my eyelid over.
Can you do both of them and just like kind of casually go about your day without them going
no.
back?
I can do both of them for sure. I haven't done this since I was a kid. This feels crazy.
kind of looks better.
You
Okay,
look
shut
like,
up, Carrot.
You look like you have severe illness. Like, that's disgusting.
Hey, by the way, when you see people, I'm not saying it's all exclusively homeless people. When you see them going, when they look like they're chewing on something, what are they doing?
They're just, grinded on meth. I don't know.
No, it's not a meth thing. It's definitely a. If you know what I'm talking about, most of them don't have teeth when they do it. But what is that motion?
Maybe that's what it is.
It's got to be called something though.
Yeah, I would just think when you do a lot of crack and stuff like that, you grind your teeth. So maybe they're grinding them gums.
It's kind of like what a cow does. You ever seen a cow when
I know,
it doesn't even have
chewing
stuff
his
in
cud.
Yeah, chew and cut. That's what it looks like, but they don't.
I don't know, dude.
Guys, I'm sorry. I should be medicated for sure, but I can't take it because of this kidney transplant I had. My brain like hops around like that. That's what this is. This is what it's like being in my head 24/7.
Wait, because you had a kidney transplant, you can't take ADHD?
I can't take Ritalin or any. What are the other ones? What's the one that everybody takes? Adderall. Like I know so many people that take Adderall, and I probably would be so much more productive if I could take it. But something about the transplant I had, they won't let me take it.
Wow. You've been known to do things that you weren't supposed to do.
Maybe you
after
take
the
one and
transplant.
see what happens.
Oh yeah, I recently drank a High Noon, grapefruit flavored High Noon.
You can't have grapefruit.
Oh, it's a big no for transplant thing. But Casio handed it to me, and I trust him like an idiot.
Casio, and this is the first time it's being said on radio, Casio Kid tried to kill David Lynham.
Well,
I can see it.
That's not the way I said it, but it's
I can see it though.
gonna be hard for me to get dates if he knows there's a whisper campaign going on by me that I tried to kill him, that he tried to kill me. I mean,
All right, let me hit this break. We'll come back on the other side. If you want to get in on the show, phone line's open, 205-545-9950. Back after this. Mandu, MANDUU.com, Mandu.com. This is the most important day of the year for me to tell you about Mandu because a lot of y'all are talking about getting in shape for your New Year's resolutions. This is the way to do it. A 15-minute workout fits conveniently in your day, and you're in and out in no time. You got your own personal trainer. You're using top-of-the-line technology, electric muscle stimulation. During that 15-minute workout, you will get results quicker than you would anywhere else, but you got to try it first to see exactly what I'm talking about. You get a free session at mandu.com, MANDUU.com. Click that button that says claim your free session, or call them. Call them at this number, 205-438-6003, 438-6003. There's also one in Huntsville and coming soon, Tuscaloosa. Go to the website, get all those locations, numbers, and everything else you need for some Mandu. We asked for help with a tap, and I didn't even read the text line, so I guess I need to go through that. Some of these are going to be irrelevant because they were so long ago. Let's see.
You read that ad very well. I would stutter like an idiot. The advertiser would be like, that's it. I'm pulling it. You got this idiot back there behind the mic.
I do it a lot. I've done it quite a few times. Regina says, I've been listening to you since the first time that you subbed for Leland. Love the show. You know, you are 1 month younger than my son, and your opinions are just like his. Listening to you is like when I have a conversation with my son. Well, isn't that sweet? I'll remind people of their son. Tony Gump texts in and says, David Lynham, OMG, I have an Android.
Oh, yeah.
You forgot about that.
He was who I had in mind the whole time I was talking.
Let's see.
No tap question, no tap answer, I guarantee you. They've never let you down, not this audience.
I think you can get one at Hop City for $9.99.
Hop City?
Like pay for it or rent?
Well, I think you rent it.
Yeah.
You can buy it, I'm sure.
No.
I mean, how expensive is one to buy?
That's where I got the quarter barrel I got.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Donna said, that made me laugh so hard, I'm now considering switching my lawn company.
We did have shirts. Now, this sweatshirt I'm wearing right now, you can't tell in this hoodie, but I had shirts that said, nobody likes an unkept bush. And everywhere my employees go, they would be like, "Oh, that's a nice shirt." I should have sold them because I had one that said, "Hold my beer and watch this," and all kinds of stuff. I just let a T-shirt designer go crazy with slogans on the back of my shirts, and I don't know. You know, a house looks bigger with a trimmed bush. It's like all kinds of
that's good.
things like that.
Jamie says, Apple sucks. Galaxy Android phone costs just as much as Apple.
Told you.
Or much better.
All they're going to do is complain about Android versus you've got your engagement, buddy. If you want that line to heat up, be like, man, I think.
He says, just send an Apple phone back. The great Apple would not charge. Oh, and the Android phone don't take an act of Congress to get through security of the phone.
Let's go down his grammar on this. Now, this does have the sound of a bore.
FBI hates the Apple phones. Can't even get into the phones of criminals. That's actually true.
They hate what?
The FBI hates Apple phones because they're hard to get into. When they've got a criminal's phone, they're trying to get, evidence or whatever.
Oh, man, if people can get into Jeff Bezos' phone, I'm sure they can get into an iPhone. That Pegasus stuff that they use now, where all they need is your number.
They get in there now. Chris says, Andrew, can we get some Sister Babylon or Slave to the Machine as some bumper music? Hashtag Lynham sucks.
Hey, listen, we're trying to hold on to listeners, guys. We're trying to hold on to them.
We played one yesterday. I noticed carry through one of those bumpers up.
White trash.
Tannis, I guess. Or
Tannis.
Tannis.
You said anus with a T at the front of it. I just want to point that out to people.
I think that's a better name.
Hey, man.
Anus. Let's see. Patrick says, I haven't ever heard boob that many times on the radio.
Hey, guys, remember this. Y'all texting in. We asking where you can get a cake tap. I'll go to Hop City.
Christopher says, David needs a segment on your show talking about what's up in the in entertainment that week.
But here's the truth, though, guys. I'm very unplugged as to what's going on in pop culture and even politics, dude. I'm unplugged. what's going on.
Well, we could come up, even if you called in once a week, we could come up with some sort of topic that you could tackle that you'd be informed on.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad idea. Like on Fridays, that's my laid back day. We could call it, Line 'em sucks Fridays or whatever, Friday, line 'em with the Lone Rangers.
Lone Rangers, everybody. Hit me up on Facebook. Lone Rangers. Lone Rangers AL.
Boomer says, ask David, what's his show schedule upcoming? You mentioned it earlier. January 10th and 14th.
I've got schedule all around the state in January. I mean, this Friday I'm in Huntsville. So Huntsville, Orange Beach. What all we got? Birmingham. We got Opelika. We got Huntsville, Tuscaloosa. It's all coming.
This one says, ask him if that was his grandma who had the cat on a scooter. Casio kid, also swimming pool incident where Casio went to the wrong grandma house.
Yeah, he did. He went to somebody's pool and swam in the wrong pool. And that grandma. And Casio, by the way, burnt down his grandmother's house.
I remember that story on Rick and Bubba. Was it fireworks?
He cleaned up the fireworks and leaned the bag full of fireworks against the house.
That's a classic right there.
Dude, they didn't tell him till he was an adult. That's so terrible to me. You burned down your grandmommy's.
I did what? I didn't.
How sweet of them to wait until he was a grown man to tell him.
Talk about sheltering your child. I mean, you burnt down the whole damn house. They didn't even find out till
trying to do something good.
I think we all experienced that. Like we weren't told something until like we were 18.
No, I haven't.
You got it all up front.
Yeah, my parents didn't care about my well-being. They're just like, hey, buddy.
Welcome to life, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, hour number 4 coming up next. If you got, we can do questions for David Lynham. Send them in. We'll just let you answer questions. You're going to get something.
If my friends are listening, do not open that up to them. Please do not.
Any comments or concerns about David Lynham? Call them in. 205-545-9950. Back after this.